Ada stood paralyzed, the empty tray shaking in her hands. Tears stung her eyes, but she refused to let them fall. The woman, Lillian, continued her tirade for what felt like hours, but was probably only minutes. Finally, the hotel manager appeared, apologizing profusely and pulling Ada away. In the staff room, as Ada changed out of her wine-stained uniform, she overheard two servers gossiping. "That's Mrs. Lillian Okonkwo. Her husband is Chief Kene, one of the richest men in Lagos. They own that logistics company, Neptune Ventures. I heard she's even richer than him. She came from old money." Ada listened, and something cold and hard crystallized in her chest. That woman had everything. Money, status, beauty, a powerful husband. And she had used all that privilege to humiliate a girl who was just trying to survive. As Ada walked home that night, still smelling of wine, she made a decision. One day she would never be poor again. One day people like Lillian Okonkwo would have to respect her. One day she would have everything that woman had, and more. What Ada didn't know was that fate was about to offer her a terrible shortcut. Over the next 3 months, Ada transformed herself with military precision. She saved every extra naira to buy better clothes from thrift stores. She watched YouTube tutorials on makeup and hair. She took free online courses in business administration. Most importantly, she used a connection from a former catering client to get a receptionist position at Neptune Ventures. On her first day, Ada walked into the gleaming office building with her head held high and her heart pounding. She had researched everything about the company. She knew Chief Kene visited the office 3 times a week. She knew Lillian rarely came by, too busy with her own business consultancy. Ada told herself she just wanted to work at a successful company. But deep down, she knew the truth. She wanted revenge for that humiliation. She wanted to prove she was worth something. Chief Kene didn't notice her at first, but Ada made sure he eventually did. She was always professional, always helpful, always present. When he needed documents prepared urgently, Ada volunteered to stay late. When he seemed stressed, Ada brought him coffee exactly how he liked it. Slowly, carefully, she became indispensable. "You're very efficient," Chief Kene remarked one evening as Ada delivered a file to his office. He was a handsome man in his mid-40s, his success evident in everything from his tailored suits to his confident bearing. "Thank you, sir. I just want to do my best. Most young people these days don't have your work ethic." He studied her thoughtfully. "Have we met before? You look familiar." Ada's heart skipped, but she kept her expression neutral. "I don't think so, sir." She waited for recognition to dawn, for him to remember the wine incident. But it never came. To him, she had been as invisible that night as any other server. But now she was standing in his office, and he was actually seeing her. The power in that shift was intoxicating. Over the following weeks, their interactions increased. Chief Kene started asking Ada to attend meetings to take notes. He sought her opinion on minor matters. He began staying later at the office, and so did Ada. The conversations gradually shifted from professional to personal. "My wife doesn't understand the pressure I'm under," Chief Kene confided one evening as they worked late on a presentation. "She's always traveling, always busy with her own career. We barely talk anymore. Sometimes I feel like I'm just another item on her to-do list." Ada listened with manufactured sympathy. "That must be lonely, sir. Call me Kene when we're alone. And yes, it is lonely." He looked at her with an intensity that made Ada's skin prickle. "You're a good listener, Ada. That's rare." The emotional affair began subtly. Longer conversations, shared lunches, knowing glances across the office. Chief Kene started complaining more about his marriage, painting Lillian as cold and career-obsessed. Ada absorbed every word, offering comfort and understanding. She molded herself into everything he claimed Lillian wasn't: attentive, impressed by him, available. You make me feel valued, Chief Kene told her one evening as they sat in his car after everyone had left the office. With you, I don't have to be Chief Kene, the successful businessman. I can just be me. Ada reached over and squeezed his hand. You deserve to be appreciated, Kene. You work so hard. When he kissed her for the first time, Ada felt a mixture of triumph and guilt. But she pushed the guilt away. Lillian had humiliated her. Lillian had everything. Surely losing a husband wouldn't hurt someone who had so much. Besides, Chief Kene was choosing Ada. Didn't that prove she was worth something?
Subscribe for episode 3.